Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. In this one, got another Michigan football video, and we're actually gonna be pretty much closing out this whole season and this whole huge great season for Michigan football, and pretty much gonna be my last video talking about it. I'm sure we'll be out with other recruiting videos and off-season videos and everything like that for Michigan football as we go into basketball season for Michigan. We're just gonna be going over the moments in games that I liked, and just key moments in the season that are special, and moments that we can look back and remember. So yeah, and then also we're gonna be talking about David Ojabo entering the draft. Other than that, that's pretty much all we're gonna be covering in this one. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you are new and watch the whole entire video. And other than that, let's get right into today's video. Alright, so let's start with David Ojabo. Obviously, David Ojabo was a huge player for Michigan. Him and Hutchinson were really great pass rushers, and the pass rushing duo between them were insane. This year, he put up impressive stats with 33 tackles, 11 tackles for loss, 11 sacks, and 5 forced fumbles, 3 pass deflections, and 1 fumble recovery, and obviously led Michigan to a Big Ten championship and a CFP appearance. The transition from last year to this year for David Ojabo was insane. Hardly played that at all really last season. And then this season just was a huge impact player for this team. So yeah, that's some news on David Ojabo. Let's also talk about his replacement for next year, a guy like Jalen Harrell, who is actually, I'm pretty sure, on Michigan. Yeah, he's a sophomore, 6'4", 242 pounds, plays linebacker. So yeah, obviously David Ojabo played outside linebacker, so he's a candidate to take his spot next season. He had 15 total tackles this season, 2.5 tackles for loss, and is one of the most likely candidates to take his starting spot on defense next year, but we'll see. And then also another guy is Derek Moore coming in, a freshman defensive edge player who actually won the MVP of the Under Armour All-American game. We covered that. He is going to be very good, and he could also make a push to take his spot. Obviously, he will be a very young player, though, coming in. So those are two players. Keep a lookout for David Ojabo's position replacement. And then, that's pretty much everything on David Ojabo that I wanted to cover. Now, let's look at Michigan's schedule, and we'll go all the way back to the beginning of the season, Michigan versus Western Michigan. This was actually a huge day because it was, everybody, all the fans were back in the big house. From the previous year of COVID, nobody was allowed to go to any games in the Big Ten, so it was really a great game, and I actually went to that one, so that was very cool, and it was a very great atmosphere, and just making very great memories. We obviously destroyed Western Michigan, and one of my favorite plays of that game was Blake Corum running it in. It was, I'm pretty sure, in like the third or fourth quarter, around the end of the game, and I actually got it on video of him coming to the end zone that I was behind. So that was very cool. He kind of did a little leap to get into the end zone, so that was very cool. That was probably one of my favorite moments of that game. But yeah, and then we won that one, obviously 47-14. Then we played Washington, a huge game the next week, in under the lights in the big house. Obviously, Washington was ranked, and then they lost to Montana, so that really kind of ruined the top 25 win for us, but it was still a good win. We won it 31-10, and obviously the best moment you got to go with is Blake Corum throwing up the peace sign as he was running to the end zone. We ran all over Washington, and that was probably the best moment of that game. There was a lot of good moments in that game, but that one really stood out, Blake Corum throwing up the peace sign. And then Michigan beat Northern Illinois 63-10. In this one, there was a lot of good plays, but I think the ones that really stand out to me, trying to remember back to it, was Cade McNamara's deep ball to was Cornelius Johnson. Very, very long touchdown pass. I forget how long it really was, but that was a huge moment. Because we obviously at the time weren't a passing offense technically, even though we could pass the ball and run the ball the whole season. But yeah, that was really cool. And then also Donovan Edwards getting his first touchdown. He actually got 2 in that game, if I'm not mistaken. So that was really cool for him. Then against Rutgers, our first Big Ten game, that was a huge game. We won it 20-13, And really, what's the biggest impact play in that one was our defense in that one stepped up in the second half, and then we really sealed it. Was a fumble that we forced, and then we recovered it for the win, and that sealed the deal. So that was obviously the biggest play of that game. Then against Wisconsin, I feel like against Wisconsin, I guess there was a couple big plays, but one of them was the flea flicker to Cornelius Johnson to bring us up 7-0. But then, you know, there's obviously a lot of plays in that one. So another cool moment was the jump around moment when Michigan pretty much took over the stadium and took over that song in that stadium. That was very cool. And then also J.J. McCarthy's pass to Dalen Baldwin, a dot right to the end zone. That was a very cool moment as well. So a lot of cool moments in that game. Then against Nebraska, again at I don't know if it was at halftime, but somewhere, I think it was like in around the third quarter, when at the end of the third quarter, I'm pretty sure we were losing the game, but our players, you know, stadium went black, and there was a bunch of red lights, and they're, you know, putting on that song. We pretty much took over that song too. That was a really cool moment. That's really when you knew this team was special. They just had a good vibe and good energy with them. And obviously the best moments in that one in the second half was the strip fumble from Brad Hawkins, recovering it, going ahead to tie the game, I'm pretty sure. Or no, we already did tie the game before that, but that was very huge. And then we went up 32-29. Then our defense got another stop to end the game. That was a very huge moment. Brad Hawkins strip fumble. Then moving on, Northwestern 33-7. We won that one. I don't really remember much from this game. I guess it was just Haskins and Corum running all over them. I'm pretty sure Corum actually got hurt in this game though, so that was really a bummer. But one of the moments I do remember is Haskins just running all over people in the end zone. So yeah, I mean, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys' favorite moments of this season was. We're not done with all the games, but I'll probably give like my top 3 best moments. Then moving on, Michigan State, we still lost this one. We lost it 37-33, but there was some cool moments. One of them was obviously the huge throw from Cade McNamara to Angelo Anthony. It was like a long touchdown run. Angelo Anthony could definitely see the speed, and that really set us up for that game. And then one of the moments some of you guys might not remember, but AJ Henning actually put the Paul Bunyan Trophy pose, just like DPJ, Donovan Peoples-Jones did. So he did the same exact thing when he scored a touchdown. I don't know if some of you guys missed that or not, but he did do it. And so yeah, that was another really cool moment. And then obviously we lost that one. So but yeah, that was a great game though. Next year there'll definitely be a huge one for Harbaugh and this team to win that one against Michigan State. Moving on though, against Indiana, won 29-7. I guess the best moment was Jake Moody kicking field goals, man. He was, you know, definitely clutch this season, made a lot of field goals. But yeah, and then the defense too really stood out. So I guess for this one, it was kind of a more, I want to say boring game, just because we did take a lot of field goals. So Jake Moody, we'll just go with him for that one being the most memorable, I guess, from that game. And then obviously against Penn State, we won that one 21-17. And obviously you have to go with the defensive stop to force them to a field goal after Cade McNamara's fumble. So yeah, and then Eric All obviously with the game-saving, season-saving touchdown reception, 47-yard touchdown reception, to go ahead and win that one 21-17. Then Maryland, there was a lot of good moments against Maryland. Donovan Edwards, the most receiving yards by a Michigan football running back or something like that. Then AJ Henning, the trick play, punt or kickoff return. A lot of things happened in that one. That was a very fun game. DJ Turner pick 6. I mean, there was a lot of fun moments in that one. And then against Ohio State, just Hassan Haskins, his big game, running all over Ohio State. And then Ojabo from Gus Johnson, that call, that was obviously one of the best moments. Also, Aiden Hutchinson getting 3 sacks. But yeah, Haskins 5 touchdowns, winning it 42-27. That was a great day in Michigan sports, and one that we will never forget. Team 142. It was a real ride. We finished it off with a win against Iowa in the Big Ten Championship, 42-3. In that one, obviously, you got to go with Blake Corum's huge run to start us off in the game, and then Donovan Edwards throwing that bomb to Roman Wilson to set us up big, and that's really... And then also to close out the game, Eric All with a one-handed catch to go up, what was it, 35-3. So yeah, that was very cool. And then obviously the whole celebration after, that was very, very cool and very fun. And Michigan winning their Big Ten championship, Harbaugh's first Big Ten championship as a coach. Well deserved, well earned, and everybody worked their butts off to get to this point. And then obviously the Orange Bowl did not go our way. We lost it 34-11. So obviously the biggest moment that I had to go with is obviously J.J. McCarthy's touchdown throw to Andrell Anthony, and A.G. Henning's 2-point conversion attempt that actually succeeded. Obviously, it was not a fun game for Michigan fans to watch. Definitely did not want to close the season off like that, but we got that far, and that's really all you can. You can't really say much. You got to respect it, and respect, how far we even got this season. And just winning the Big Ten championship really did it for me. I mean, that was really the icing on the cake for me this season. I mean, I don't really care what happened in the playoffs. Obviously, you want more, but just winning the Big Ten for me this year was very cool, and that's all I really wanted. And also just making a college football playoff appearance. I mean, we haven't done it yet, and we finally got that out of the way, and next time we go there, we'll be looking for more. Also, I forgot to mention the Nebraska game and the Ohio State game, Hassan Haskins hurdling both guys. That was very, very cool and very fun to watch. Hassan Haskins is a hurdling master. I mean, he is very good at that and has done that a lot. So yeah, I don't want to make this video too long for you guys. I'll probably close it out right now. So if you guys did go ahead to enjoy it, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe for more. Again, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys' favorite moment of the season was. There's a lot of good ones, but let me know. I'm curious to find out. Hope you guys enjoyed the season as much as I did. It was very fun, and it's sad for it to come to an end, but we'll be back, and it's just the beginning. It was very fun. Team 142 will always go down as one of the best teams in Michigan football history, and it was just a fun ride, and they will never be forgotten. Can't wait for next year. It's going to be fun. Off-season recruiting, it's going to be fun as well, making those videos for you guys. So if you guys are new around here, really appreciate it. Again, if you could go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and other than that, it's now turning the focus to Michigan basketball, and I really encourage you guys, if you guys don't really watch my Michigan basketball videos yet, I encourage you guys to watch those. I know a lot of people do enjoy those as it is right now. It's only not as much as football though, but if you guys haven't watched any of those, make sure you guys give it a shot, and if you don't like it, you can always just not stop, or you can just stop watching them. But yeah, I will be making a lot of basketball videos now, because it is mainly basketball time now. So yeah, other than that, hope you guys enjoy this one. If you did, please drop a like, subscribe for more. We will see you guys in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.